Good evening and welcome to my end of the week recap video here for Apple and plan ahead for next week. Real quick here, I did take a couple trades here on Thursday. I got into the 12 October 230, started at 250 here. Looked like it was going to start putting in a bit of a bottom here just above the 8 EMA. Had the intention to go ahead and add into it if it did dip. I was lucky enough to get into double my position here at $2. Got my average 225. Took the majority of those off on this initial pop up to 251. Got a little bit of price improvement, just want to get out at 2.5 right there. And the remainder did stop me out here at 223. Ideally wanted to have this for a couple of day hold, but obviously the market had other plans. So going forward into Friday, got into two positions, actually took two trades here before I had to run. Let's see here. First one, I got into these 12 October 225s at $3. Small, very small position here, and it did trail me out. Went green for a little bit, put an inside bar in here, had to trail my stop up, got out at 277. Secondary trade after a green bar at the 21 EMA, got in at 285, trailed me out down here at 263, got some slippage on that one. So Apple didn't work out very well late in the week here, but I will still continue to keep it on my radar for a potential earnings play. I don't know why this is on here. Oh, never mind. That's actually what I'm looking at for Monday. Don't need the arrow on there though. I'm looking for 225 calls here in this region. I'm looking at this as a potential V bottom with the potential for a flag. A little bit of a consolidation here. Looking for a break above this level and to hold above this level. I will be a little patient and wait, excuse me, for a good fill for an obvious move higher, and I will chase it up. So I'm not going to pick a bottom. Obviously, I'm going to look for a momentum pattern if it does start to catch some bids and push higher. Below here, of course, is the 50 SMA. I took 217.5 calls for 4 weeks in the future. At this green line, most likely they'll take some 205s, and at the 200 SMA way down here, I will look for 190 calls about a month in the future. Still plenty of levels below price action. We just made a new all-time high. Perfectly acceptable to me to go ahead and pull back. Look at the last time we made all-time high. All-time high, pullback. All-time high, pullback. Okay, W. Now we're retesting this W. Does that look bearish to me? No. We have not even come close to putting in a lower low or a lower high in any way, shape, or form except for these lower time frames. That does not scare me at all. So continuing to stay bullish. There's no reason, in my opinion, to be bearish. Once we get back above this 228 level, the W apex, whatever you want to call it, we are going to be back off and running up to this price target of about 242. Earnings is coming up very soon. Probably going to be the catalyst we need to do that. Now the market makers, algos, whoever are probably going to manipulate price so that they can be in position for those earnings numbers to come out. Probably going to be bullish, probably going to push price action higher. As I said in my last video, you never know when Buffett's going to come out and say, oh, we doubled our stake in Apple again. That could push this chart up to $300 a share. Who knows? I'm just saying hypothetically. There's no guarantee it's going to happen, but it's happened twice. The last two earnings, Buffett's come out and said that. So it's potentially possible he does that again. Get some of these drawings off here. And since it's the end of the week, I do want to go to the higher time frames and kind of go over what's going on here lately. As I said in the last video, almost an inside momentum hammer here last month in September. We did break to the high side, however, couldn't sustain that move. So all it tells me is we're in a potential area of chop. Zooming in here to the weekly time frame. I don't know if you can see, but this also has a nice little uptrend channel that we've already broken out of. Weekly time frame, not bearish in my opinion. This is an indecision candle, not much unlike this candle or the last time we put an all-time high. As I said, we may pull back, but it's not bearish. It's not necessarily a reversal. It's not something to go ahead and start loading up on puts. Now, if you're good at trading the short side of a name, by all means, go ahead. But I will say there's plenty of other names to be short than Apple. Something that's going up, making prior all-time highs, making new all-time highs and higher lows. Just doesn't make sense to short to me. So it is what it is. just like the S&P 500, we're coming into an area of what I would consider to be demand. We have volume picking up here at these moving averages. 50 SMA still below price. Prior support still, guess what, below price. Just made another all-time high. I mean, I don't know how many times I can emphasize that. Price action is going up. Do you want to bet against what's going? If you want to bet against what price action is doing, by all means, good luck. If you want to draw some ducks on a chart, chickens on a chart, goats on a chart, whatever you want. If you want to be a bear, sorry, I hate to say it, but you might end up having to bend over and take it. So anyways, this will be my trade plan here for Apple. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Have a good weekend and good luck.